Then I'll be hoping that we can follow in their footsteps. Oh, how about that for a shot? Beautiful shot. Very difficult. Couldn't really see any of the pocket there playing that shot. It was very hard to judge them. And he's not only judged the pot, he's judged the position to perfection. So can Mark Allen, all the negative thoughts of this table behind him, and string a big break together here. Couldn't ask for the balls to be much better, really.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, had they been involved in sort of controversy that he was the other day, would think next time they play on that table, maybe I'll just keep a low profile and not say anything this time. But it wouldn't be his thinking at all. I think if he's not happy with the conditions today, he'll say it again afterwards.
16.
He's no stranger to incidents like that. Been many times over the years when he's been at loggerheads with games authorities over various things he said. I think at times things that perhaps were fair enough and needed to be said, but I'm sure by his own admission at times he's pushed the boat out a bit too far with some of his comments.
Yeah, he's one of the more outspoken players on tour, but I always think his criticisms, whether you agree with him or not, it's always for the right reasons. It's never like for personal gain with Mark Allen. It's for the good of the game and the good of all the other players out there. He's not just moaning because he's not happy with stuff for him.
32.
Yeah, and I always feel that with certain players, even if you don't agree with what they say, you respect their right to say it because they do their bit. Mark Allen has always been very amenable to the media, and he's always been very willing to not only give his time, but to actually put effort into his media commitments and give people interesting quotes. And I think there are some players who sometimes like to mouth off about things and sort of feel they don't do their bit, but that wouldn't be the case with Mark Allen at all. So you feel guys like him, Kyron Wilson, Sean Murphy, Mark Selby, and many others, in fact, they do their bit to promote the game, and I think that gives them perhaps a bit more right to have their views aired.
40.
Meanwhile, going along nicely here. Said it was a nice chance. The balls were spread nicely, and he's so far taking them well. That's what Mark Allen does when he plays good snooker. Just look how close he is to the next pot each time. He's all about cue ball control, Mark Allen. He's got that action that sort of suits that kind of play, short and very precise action. Doesn't hit the balls too hard. Get plenty of work on the cue ball in and around the black spot, which is where you need it to play these little clever positional shots.
Well, it's 7
56.
reds and blacks now. What would it be? A legendary story if, having so publicly condemned this table a couple of days ago, he ended up making a maximum on it.
Yeah, he'll be delighted they didn't set fire to it like he requested.
I want to frame it.
Well, if this shot goes well and keeps his hopes alive, obviously frame's not won yet. Still got the red up in balk. He's going to need that. He could use it now to keep the break going. has. So, well, there you see, 64 ahead. So he's looking for a couple more reds. This shot here will tell us whether he's got 147 in mind. Or just make sure of the frame.
Well, there's your answer. Probably the end of that dream now. And the frame isn't won yet.
72.
Yeah, that was a shame, wasn't it? Just needed to miss the first red. See it again now. Get a replay of this shot. You see it, just needed to miss the red directly above the black. Any cannon left or right of that red, it'd been nicely on it. And then the dream would have definitely been on. Thinking here, I think he's trying to conjure up some kind of shot that could possibly keep the break going. Got one red off another, or crazy plant. Either way, he doesn't want to leave the table. He doesn't want to play safe.
Wood's got a chance. Oh! And now, what an opportunity he has.
Well, I don't think I'm on the judging panel this year, but I think he's just won the hot shots. He just made a plant to create a double to keep a 147 alive. That's going to take some beating, Michael.
80.
So, 80 in front, 67 left. Frame is taken care of.
Yeah, nice little angle here. Just play up little cannon. If you can hit the red directly below the pink, it'll be perfect. Then all the reds will be potable. It's okay. He wanted to catch it fuller. So he's being left-handed. He's going to need
88.
the spider now. Maybe the extension on as well. So he's made this difficult. It's still more than within his capabilities. Come on, Mark. Let's see if we can do this.
He has done it 3 times in the past. Well, into the black there, but it hasn't cost him position.
89.
It's okay. The two reds closest together pot into this left corner. So anywhere up past them two, as long as you're not short, you're going to be ideal to come back for the black. Cue would keep rolling. Yeah, that's fine.
Only 15 players in snooker history have reached a total of 4 maximums in their career. There goes his 3rd century of the week. He's got something much bigger in mind here.
104.
Yeah, when you get to this stage of a maximum attempt, every shot's got to be played perfectly. Just about spot on. So just make sure he hits this one, gets up past the red. Again, perfect cue ball control, and really If it wasn't a 147 attempt, it'd be an absolute formality now. But obviously, there's always pressure, no matter how many you've made, on making the magical 147.
13.
So often this is where 147 attempts fall down. 15th black. He's nicely placed on this.
Yeah, most 147s. There's normally one colour off its spot, and it's nearly always the pink. So you never really know what that's going to be, but it's in a really nice spot for Mark. It's pretty much almost on its spot, so it's almost just a routine colour clearance here.
22.
It was on ITV way back in 1982 that Steve Davis became the first to do this. It's a moment in snooker history.
29.
We've seen so many of them since. It never gets old.
All about the pace here. Just slow up, slow up.
34.
Oh, it's okay. He may have to come round the back of the black. Come on, Mark.
He is coming round the back of the black. It's absolutely perfect. He wanted this table to be set on fire. Now he's made a 147 on it. And for the 4th time in his career, Mark Allen is the maximum man. He leads Ben Mertens 2-0.